Today I'm going to be solving a word problem that says, Sam and his family go on a road trip to Houston. Suppose they get there at 2:15 p.m. It is a 4-hour and 30-minute trip. What time did they leave? Before we solve the problem, we need to know 3 things. The start time, the elapsed time, and the end time. And I've already filled that out. The end time was 2:15 p.m. if you look back at the question. And then it was a 4-hour and 30-minute trip. So that would be our elapsed time. And then our start time is unknown. We are going to be solving this problem using a number line or a linear model using the Make 60 approach. An attribute of the linear model is length. Therefore, we will be using length to measure time. If we look at this number line, the big ticks measure 1 hour. So 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and then noon. And a common misconception is that it goes into 13 a.m. That's wrong. It goes to 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and so on. There's 24 hours in a day, and they are split into 2 12-hour intervals. That's why we have a.m. and then p.m. And then if you look closely, the little ticks in between the big ticks are 15 minutes each. So 15, 30, and 45. To solve this problem, like I said, we are going to use the Make 60 approach. Therefore, we want to get to the nearest hour. I have already marked down our end time, which is 2:15 p.m. So, like I said, we want to get to the nearest hour. So we are going to go back 15 minutes. And you want to make sure that show that you're subtracting 15 minutes. So don't forget your semicolon. And what helps me if I use a time tracker. So we just did 15 minutes. And then we're gonna go back 1 hour. And we want to mark that down on our paper. And remember, 60 minutes equals 1 hour. And then we are going to go back 1 more hour. Don't forget to write it down. So right here, that's 2 hours. Then go back another hour. And then 1 more hour. So we already have, we have 2 hours and 2 hours. So that'll be 4 hours. Just like that. That's how much we need. And we have, I'm going to put this over here. We have 15 minutes. So what helps me if I break down the 30, and we have 15, and so we need just 15 more minutes. So we're going to go from 10 a.m. back 15 minutes, and that lands us on 9:45 a.m. So I'm going to put a mark right here. And don't forget, we started at p.m. and went and ended up on a.m. because we passed the noon mark. So if we look at, we have 4 hours and then we added 15. So total, we did our 4 hours and 30 minutes. Just like that, if you add it all up. So if we go back to our question, Sam and his family go on a road trip to Houston. Suppose they get there at 2:15 p.m. It is a 4-hour and 30-minute trip. What time did they leave? So we use the linear model and the Make 60 approach. And if you look closely, we ended at 9:45 a.m.